Welcome to the Coin Age. We are starting a playthrough on the original Final Fantasy. Hope you guys enjoy it. And if you guys are ever in Hanover, PA, please stop by Elevate. They will help you with anything dealing with vapes or anything like that. They have a pool table in the back where you can hang out, play some pool, have a little bit of fun. Staff is extremely friendly. Remember, the name of the store is Elevate. And welcome to the Coin Age. Let's go have some fun. So, I always like having a monk, just because of the damage they do. Their damage is really can really make or break the fight sometimes. We'll just do alright. Warrior I like to have along because when you get Excalibur and Masamune, really makes a difference. White Mage I just like to have along for the healing purposes, for obvious reasons. Black Mage isn't necessary, but because of the haste ability and a few other things that it gets, it can make a difference in the end. So let's go ahead and get this started. The world lies shrouded in darkness. The winds die. The seas rage. The earth decays. But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. After a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear. And in the hand of each was clutched a crystal. This just goes over, how to control everything. Bring the map up. We will cover each location in this playthrough. We will include where all chests are located, everything. I'll even show you guys how to load up the minigame once I get the pirate ship. So before we go out, first and foremost, go in here. Out of my way. Move. We don't need nunchucks. You'll understand why in a little while. We will go ahead and buy the rapier for the warrior. And the hammer for the mage. The white mage. Then we will go ahead and remove that because that won't be necessary. Optimal. And optimal. So we're good there. Go in here. Go ahead and, upgrade here. Leather. Optimal. Optimal. Of course, optimal, we remove the staff there still. We can go ahead and sell, and sell. Sell stuff we don't need, just so we don't have to screw around and deal with that constantly. Cure, you definitely want that. I don't normally go with anything else on tier 1 for a white mage. Black mage, of course, you want fire and you want thunder. Sleep and focus, not really too concerned with those. So we will grind a few levels just so we can... The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. Those crystals. You must see the king at once. Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is this true? So there are chests in the castle that we can't access. We gotta get the mystical key first. So once we get that, we will be making some trips back to certain areas. That way we can go ahead and get the chests and keep the chests up to date and whatnot, and show you guys where all the chests are and stuff like that. But to continue, it's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold: when darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. Yet they stand before us with the crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Crystal bearers, there is a task I would ask of you. Will you rescue my daughter, Sarah? Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty, the King of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Technically, it's more northwest, but from when this game was made, just basic north will work. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves, but Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him. Until we come along, obviously. I have heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north. That's more accurate. Where the Chaos Shrine is northwest, the continent we want to go to is north. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making passage impossible. If you can rescue Sarah, I will have the bridge rebuilt as a token of my gratitude. Go now, warriors of light, and do not fail me. So, those two doors you need the mythic key to get into. There's really not much more other than those chests that are in here. I said you need the mythical key. So we'll go ahead, gain a few levels. Gaining a few levels early on in the game ain't too difficult. That's why I don't equip a weapon to the monk. Battle weapon, he actually does more damage. We're going to try to get to like level 5, level 6 before we go against Garland. So if I remember correctly, all the stats you get are actually random. One of my playthroughs, my white mage actually had like 200 more health than my monk, which is actually kind of amusing when you think about it. But I will leave all the grinding that I do in this game in my playthroughs, because I mean, it really doesn't take long to beat this game. It really doesn't. If you put in a little bit of time, it really doesn't take very long. So having the extra content of the little bit of grind is actually a good thing. And as you can see, the damage I'm putting out right now is just right where it needs to be. Again, now the white mage now has more health than the warrior and the monk, which it's a white mage. You know, it's a mage. It should not have more health than a warrior and a monk do. But, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I believe the stats, if I remember correctly, are actually random. The amount you get on them. My first... when I tried to get myself back into the game and remember where everything was and the playthrough and everything, I think on the one level my warrior actually got 100 health. Not like it took it from 60 to 100. No, I mean it would have taken it from like 60 to 160. And as you can see, the monk is already doing what it needs to do. So what I'll do is, since they're at level 3, We'll go ahead and go in here. We'll rest. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind a mage having more health and everything, but so those goblins aren't given anywhere near enough. This is why I said northwest of the town, because I'm actually heading northwest. Beating Garland is really not that difficult. You know, you get your team to level 5, level 6. It really does not take long at all. I mean, you know, we haven't been into the game yet 20 minutes. Now, I do hate spiders in this game, just for the simple fact they can put poison on you. And of course, one experience, everybody levels. I don't worry that if I lose characters or anything like that, because I can always revive them. It's no big deal. Yeah, they lose the experience for whatever fights they miss, but you know what? Oh well. Now, yeah, there's a 27 health increase. There's a 25 health increase. There's only a 3. And there's a 23. So, yeah, if I remember correctly, like I said, everything you get is random. Which I'm fine with. I'm gonna have to heal the black mage. No, I haven't bought any potions or anything like that yet. I'm gonna hold off on doing that for the time being. Of course, flee. I personally don't think that it's needed at the moment. I'm trying to get, I think it's the tigers that spawn up here. I mean, getting the skeletal warriors is nice. These guys give, you know, you want 3 or 4 of them together is what you want. The horses. Oh, another thing. I will be showing you, as you can see, I've done a playthrough already on this, and I got the bestiary done. So the hardest ones to find are the Iron Golem, which is in the Chaos Sanctuary, but it's on level 4 of the Chaos Sanctuary, which is much later in the game. And the War Mech can be a pain in the ass. It's basically a miniature boss, but it has like a 1.6% chance to spawn somewhere around that range. And when it comes to the actual monk, you'd rather have gear on him that increases his evasion rather than, you know, if you're giving up like 5 or 6% evasion for 6 points in armor, it's not worth it. Not for the monk. For the warrior, yes, it would be, because they're basically your tanks. They, you know, those guys, the monks, you want them to avoid all incoming damage. So I'll be level 5 here soon. Then I'll go down, I'll heal. And then I'll head into the Chaos Sanctuary. So since it's only 7 experience, I'm going to start heading down. See, that's what you want with the miss. Yes, if he gets hit, he's going to take damage. Unfortunately. And this will level me up to level 5. Only 5, but, you know, the strength goes up, everything went up for the most part. My monk got a decent amount of HP there. So, yeah. I mean, 114. We'll go ahead and rest. So what we're going to do is we're going to save. That was the playthrough just to, you know, get me back into the game. And as you can see, I unlocked everything in 16 hours and 52 minutes. So there are quicker ways of doing it, probably. We're going right up here to the Chaos Sanctuary. We're not going to screw around with any of those, because at least 2 of those you need to think for. This is Garland. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. Who's there? Huh. The king's lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? You really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well. I, Garland, will knock you all down. Garland himself really isn't that difficult. You get to like level 5, level 6, you pretty much walk through them. That orb comes in to play a little bit later. You've come to rescue me. I am Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. Words could never be enough to thank you. That's the first time anyone's ever defeated Garland. Well, you must allow me to show my gratitude. Please accompany me to Castle Cornelia. Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt that you are the Warriors of Light from Lucan's prophecy, and I do apologize for any mispronunciation of words. You should hear the prophecy in its entirety, if I may. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. Now, I hear that a crystal can be found in the continent to our north. Restoring light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. I will have the bridge to the north rebuilt as I promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the 4 crystals and to the world. Wait just a moment. This loot has been entrusted to Princess Cornelia for many generations. When he abducted me, Garland took this loot as well. I want you to have it. It may aid you on your journey. You obtained the loot, which goes into the key items. A little cinematic as they repair the bridge. Orders from His Majesty. We're to do our part to fulfill Lucan's prophecy. What does this bridge have to do with the prophecy? The 4 warriors of light are here. They're here in Cornelia. Go ahead and heal. And the nice part is, castle has 6 chests. There's 13 chests in the Chaos Shrine. So this is a way you can keep track of all the chests, so that way you can get the trophy where you collect all the chests. And so their quest began. As the 4 warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny has placed before them. Placed upon them would actually have sounded better, but anyways. They did not even know the true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals at once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into the light. If I add a word here and there, I do apologize. It's just, it sounds better. You know how it is when something sounds better in your head, you kind of put it down. Yeah, so. And this is actually the Pixel Remaster version. I didn't put all that down. I just put Final Fantasy 1 down. So, but it is the Pixel Remastered. So, if you're playing on PlayStation, square brings up your map. Circle cancels. Assuming if you're playing on Xbox, it should be X that brings up your map, and B would be your cancel button for obvious reasons. It's like these, I'm going to do mostly auto battles because the battles between here and the next town really ain't that difficult. So you want to come up. Okay, preemptive. Ogres do hurt a little bit, but not the warrior, obviously. But it's worth the experience. You want to come up here, around here. Crazy horses. Get multiple of them. Decent experience. Go up. 126 for HP. 138. 118. And only 52. And Black Mage just doesn't get much. So this is an area you'll have to come back to. My eye. Thump, ouch. I can't see a blasted thing without my crystal eye. Who could have stolen it from me? So we gotta get the crystal eye. We'll return the crystal eye. It's a potion, and an antidote. So we will be returning to that cave. I don't know if we'll be doing it on this stream, but we will be returning to that cave. Normal wolves have about 20 HP, give or take. Nothing up here. Most of the stuff that we're going to come across is pretty easy to bring down. Now, the reason I'm saving is because we are going to have another boss fight here. First things first, we go over, see if there's any new weapons. Now, this is about preference here. The accuracy of the broadsword is better. Damage of the battle axe is better, obviously. Me, personally, I like staying with swords. I want to make sure that we have enough money for every time that we go into a new town, we can get... I don't really worry about these. Blizzard's really the only one I worry about. It's, of course, if you're playing, it's your preference. If you prefer to have all the spells, go right ahead. Not saying anything against that. Here, I don't really buy any of these. I don't feel I don't feel I would use them enough to give me a good enough reason to actually buy them. So let's see, iron armor, already better. Shield, don't have a shield. We need 3 leather gloves and 1 of those. Optimal. One more. Optimal. Optimal. This is the next boss fight. You've got cannonballs of steel to be taking on the great pirate Bikey. Keel haul 'em, boys. Aye, aye, Captain. We make their bones go crunch. There'll be one more turn left. 151 damage already. I be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want ye to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? You attained the ship. Yeah, staying fully healed in this game is one of the plus sides. Now, we got the pirate ship. That means we hold the cancel button and then spam the accept button. About 55 times, give or take. Should be popping up. May not be able to do it this early. Now I'm going to stay around this area for a little bit just to get some experience. That's why I hate fucking spiders. They have a chance every time they attack to actually poison you. And I also want to make a little bit of money so I can get some antidotes. There is nothing over here that we can really get to at the moment. Hey, you don't put weapons on the monk, they do extreme damage. That was 3 hits for 122 damage. Four hits for 120. $160 health, strength, 146 health, strength, 148, 79. So, you know, getting a little bit more health. See, you can bring your ship around here in time. Almost nothing can survive my monk hitting it. Almost nothing can. We'll get to like level 10 or 11 and then we'll leave the area. Another place you can park your ship at. So, yeah, we want to bring down the ogre chief. He hits really fucking hard, just like any ogre does. But it's the experience you're getting, which is really nice. These little fuckers can poison you as well, if I remember correctly. This is an area you want to stay at because you can get some halfway decent levels early game. $165, $172, $151, $81. And a little fucker poisoned my warrior. One of the things that's going to be really beneficial is Poisona. It removes poison. Yeah, I think the one playthrough I have going, my monk actually hits 16 times for a little over 1,000 damage at the moment. That was the werewolf that actually poisoned the black mage. Yeah, poison doesn't disappear after the battle, so I think it's poison and stone that stays on you. It's okay, we'll just go up here, go in here. Oh, it's 50 gil. We don't want to head out on the ocean just yet. Like I said, 10, 11, within that range, maybe even 12. $191, $197, $176. No, they paralyze, that's right. Nice part is paralyze runs out at the end of the fight, so no big deal. Okay, level 10, we can head on out. Want to get rid of those eyes in the back because they can paralyze you, so. know, you can go back to the first town almost any time you want now and get pretty cheap nights at the inn. Later on, when you have a ton of guild, it really doesn't matter where you go. But early game, you know, not having that much guild and whatnot, you kind of want to watch where you stay. That's why you get rid of the eyes. Why you want to have potion and magic on you at all times. So that'll be the way through. There is a port to park the boat down here somewhere. Now we'll go check out the magic shops. These two are level 4s. Which means these should be level 3s. Cura and Heal are the two you really want. I think this gives Thundra and whatnot. Pyra and Thundra. Down here you want a few levels before you go on to the next area. Not so much levels, but gold. Or gil. In this. Go in here. I was tricked by Estos, king of the Dark Elves, and now my castle has fallen into ruin. If I could only retrieve the crown from the marsh cave, I would be able to restore my castle. Might you bring me the crown? So you bring him the crown, then you get the crystal eye in this area. Or the mystic key, one of the two. We do want to be a couple levels higher than what we are. mean, I can probably... Damn it. I can probably go into the next area and get out of it without too much trouble. I will end up doing challenges in this game where I just do one fighter or one monk or, you know, maybe a red mage or a thief by himself and just beat the whole game with just that class. And to do that, you know, you would have to kill off the rest of your party members and just have only that one survive. The next place we gotta go. Right there. This is why I bought sleeping bags. There should be a few chests. Okay, these guys I gotta actually do this with. Right now we're just looking for the crown. this is where I'm going to end this stream at for today. I'll pick it up tomorrow and we'll deliver the crown. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and we'll get back at it tomorrow.